Look at this thermometer. 92 degrees inside the house. The air feels thick, stuffy, almost unbearable. Now watch this. Same room, same day. After just a few simple changes, 79 degrees, that's a 13-degree drop, without touching the air conditioner. Hi everyone, welcome back to the lab. I'm your home efficiency professor, and today we're tackling one of the biggest summer struggles. A house that turns into an oven the second the sun comes up. Before we dive in, here's the honest disclaimer. Results depend on your climate, your home's insulation, window direction, and how extreme the heat outside actually is. These are budget hacks designed to supplement your cooling system, not replace it. If you're in dangerous extreme heat, please prioritize safety and use proper cooling or air conditioning. But for everyday summer heat, these tricks can make a massive difference. And almost everything I'm about to show you costs under $10 or is completely free. If you want more science-backed home hacks like this, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get into it. Before we fix the problem, we need to understand it. Most homeowners think heat just leaks in randomly. It doesn't. There are very specific entry points, and once you know them, you can block them. The number one source is windows. Direct sunlight hitting glass can raise the surface temperature of that glass by over 40 degrees compared to the room. That heat radiates inward for hours. The second major source is your roof and attic. Hot air rises and gets trapped, turning your ceiling into a slow-release heater all evening long. Third, appliances. Ovens, dryers, even your laptop and TV generate heat that builds up in enclosed rooms. And fourth, poor airflow. Stagnant air traps heat near the ceiling while cooler air sits unused near the floor. The good news? Every single one of these sources can be reduced using passive cooling techniques. So what exactly is passive cooling? It's the science of controlling heat without using extra energy. Instead of fighting heat after it enters your home, you stop it before it gets in, or you help it escape efficiently. Here's the key principle. Heat moves from hot to cold and from high pressure to low pressure. If we block radiant heat at the source, like windows and walls facing the sun, we reduce the total heat load entering the house. If we create airflow paths, hot air naturally rises and exits, pulling cooler air in behind it. This is the same principle used in traditional homes for centuries, long before air conditioning existed. Thick curtains, light-colored walls, cross-ventilation, all passive cooling. We're just modernizing it with cheap, accessible materials. And the best part, these techniques work with your AC, not against it. When your home holds less heat, your air conditioner runs less, which means lower energy bills. Let's go over your shopping list, and don't worry, most of this you probably already have at home. First, aluminum foil or a foil emergency blanket. These cost about $1 to $2. Second, light-colored bed sheets or curtains. White or pale colors work best. Third, cardboard. Yes, regular cardboard boxes. Fourth, a basic box fan or any standard fan you already own. Fifth, a bowl or shallow container for ice water. Sixth, weather stripping tape, usually under $5 at any hardware store. Seventh, a simple indoor-outdoor thermometer. Optional but great for tracking your results. That's it. Total cost, often under $10, and many of these items are already sitting in your home right now. Hack 1. Block heat at windows and doors. This is where most of your summer heat enters, so this is where we start. Step 1. Identify your sun-facing windows. Usually these face east in the morning and west in the afternoon. Step 2. Create a reflective barrier. Take a piece of cardboard and cover one side completely with aluminum foil, shiny side facing out. Place this against the window during peak sun hours, foil side facing outward toward the sun. This reflects radiant heat before it ever penetrates the glass. In our test room, the window surface temperature dropped from 104 degrees to 78 degrees within 30 minutes of adding the foil barrier. Step 3. Layer with light-colored curtains. Close them during the hottest hours, typically 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Dark curtains absorb heat and re-radiate it into the room, while light or white fabric reflects sunlight back outside. Step 4. Seal gaps around doors and windows. Hot outdoor air sneaks in through tiny cracks you might not even notice. Run your hand along window frames and door edges on a hot day. If you feel warm air, that's heat entering your home for free. Apply weather stripping tape along these gaps. This single $5 fix can block a surprising amount of heat infiltration over the course of a day. In our combined test, using foil-backed cardboard plus sealed gaps on just 2 windows, the room temperature dropped from 92 degrees to 84 degrees, an 8-degree improvement, before we even touched ventilation. Hack 2. Smart ventilation and airflow. Now that we've blocked heat from coming in, let's talk about moving the hot air that's already trapped inside out. Timing is everything here. During the day, when it's hotter outside than inside, keep windows closed. Opening windows during peak heat actually invites more hot air in, which is a common mistake. The magic window is early morning and late evening, when outdoor temperatures drop below indoor temperatures. Step 1, in the early morning, open windows on opposite sides of your home. This creates cross ventilation, allowing cool air to flow through and push stale hot air out. Step 2, use the stack effect. Hot air rises, so opening a window upstairs or near the ceiling lets trapped heat escape, while opening a window downstairs lets cooler air enter to replace it. Step 3, position a fan strategically. Place a box fan facing outward in an upstairs or higher window during the evening. This actively pulls hot air out of the house rather than just circulating it. In our evening test, running this setup for just 20 minutes dropped the upstairs room temperature from 86 degrees to 76 degrees. Step 4, during the heat of the day, use fans to create a wind chill effect on your skin rather than trying to cool the whole room. Point a fan directly at yourself while sitting. This can make a 78-degree room feel like it's 72 degrees. Combine fan placement with the closed window blocked heat setup from Hack 1, and you maximize comfort without running your AC nonstop. Hack 3, additional budget cooling methods. Now let's stack a few more tricks on top for even better results. First, the ice bowl fan trick. Place a shallow bowl of ice water directly in front of a fan. As air passes over the ice water, it picks up cool, slightly humid air and distributes it across the room. In our test, this dropped the immediate area temperature by about 4 degrees within 15 minutes, and it's noticeably more refreshing on the skin. Second, switch off unnecessary heat sources. Avoid using the oven during peak heat hours. An oven can raise kitchen temperature by 10 to 15 degrees in under an hour. Use a microwave, air fryer, or outdoor grill instead during summer afternoons. Third, unplug electronics you're not using. Even devices on standby generate small amounts of heat, and in a closed room, this adds up. Fourth, swap your bedding. Cotton or linen sheets in light colors reflect heat and allow better airflow compared to heavier, darker fabrics. Fifth, create shade outside if possible. A simple outdoor umbrella, shade cloth, or even strategically placed plants near sun-facing windows can block significant heat before it ever reaches your glass. Sixth, close interior doors to unused rooms. This prevents heat from spreading throughout the entire house and lets you focus cooling efforts on rooms you actually use. Seventh, run ceiling fans counterclockwise in summer. This pushes air downward, creating a cooling breeze effect in the room below. Each of these habits costs nothing or close to nothing, but together they compound into a noticeably cooler home. Results, savings, and final CTA. Let's recap our full before and after results from today's session. We started at 92 degrees in our test room. After adding the foil-backed cardboard reflectors and ceiling window gaps, we dropped to 84 degrees. After implementing smart evening ventilation with strategic fan placement, we reached 79 degrees. And with the ice bowl fan trick running during use, the room felt even cooler on the skin, comfortably similar to a much lower temperature. That's a real-world 13-degree difference, achieved using items that cost under $10 total, most of which you likely already own. Now let's talk savings. Every degree you raise your thermostat, or every degree you avoid needing to lower it, can reduce your cooling costs by a noticeable percentage on your energy bill. Multiply that across an entire summer, and these simple habits can lead to real, measurable savings month after month. Remember, these hacks work best when combined. Block heat at the source, manage airflow with smart timing, and layer in small daily habits. Your AC will thank you, your wallet will thank you, and you'll actually enjoy your home again during the hottest months. If this helped you, smash that like button, subscribe for more budget-friendly home science, and drop a comment letting me know which hack you're trying first. Stay cool, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.